Top 20 Court Clerk Interview Questions and Answers. Courtrooms do not just run by the efforts of judges and attorneys. The majority of the behind-the-scenes actions in a courtroom are carried out by court clerks, who play a very responsible role in the daily functioning of the court. Without their contribution, the court of law shall be rendered incapable of functioning. Thus, court clerks are indispensable to the U.S. judicial system, and such an important role is entrusted with huge duties and responsibilities. Here you can find the top 20 interview questions and answers for applicants preparing to be a court clerk. 1. Why are you interested in this role? The interviewers ask this question always to know your career interests and what brings you to apply for the job role. Say why you wish to become a court clerk and how it interests you to flourish in your career. Sample answer: I feel that court clerks are indispensable to the judicial system. Without their support in carrying out administrative and secretarial duties, it would be impossible to make the judiciary run. With my administrative, clerical and managerial skills, I feel this is the perfect opportunity to flourish myself in a career that suits me the best. 2. What are the roles of a court clerk? The interview wants to see whether you are familiar with the range of duties a court clerk performs daily. Since this is a highly responsible job role, try to mention the common job duties of a court clerk to show your research behind the job. Sample answer: court clerks provide administrative and secretarial support to attorneys and judges in the court. They are responsible for keeping a record of court proceedings and preparing court orders. Court clerks must also look into official documentation, preparing case dockets, examining legal documents before submission, maintaining contacts with witnesses and attorneys for the benefit of the court, preparing schedules, and instructing parties about court appearances. 3. What are the qualities that a court clerk needs to be successful? The recruiters test whether you know the educational qualifications and other skills and qualities needed to become an able court clerk. Mention the qualities you feel are necessary to carry out a court clerk's duties successfully and subtly suggest whether you possess them. Sample answer: to be a successful court clerk, a candidate must possess the necessary qualification like a high school diploma and a bachelor's degree in law, political science, business, paralegal, or criminal justice. Besides the basic educational qualifications, a candidate should also possess fast typing, data entry, computer skills, legal documentation, record keeping, and case management. Moreover, other interpersonal skills like good communication, attention to detail, organizational and multitasking skills are vital, too. 4. What major challenges did you face during your last role? How did you manage them? The interviewers try to see your career growth and problem-solving abilities with this question. They want to know how you react to challenges in the job and what you learn from them. Your answer should reflect how past challenges have been a ladder of learning in your professional career. Sample answer: when I started working as a paralegal, my biggest challenge was researching case facts and drafting documents, maintaining the constraints of time. Such stringent deadlines and strenuous work were a huge challenge to cope up with as a beginner. But, very soon, I took the challenge as a learning step to acquaint myself with working diligently under pressure without compromising quality. I also learned how to value and maintain time and multitask efficiently within deadlines. 5. Describe your daily routine as a court clerk. The interviewer may ask this question to see how well you know about the daily duties of a court clerk and whether you possess organizational skills to plan your schedule adequately. Chalk out the essential daily responsibilities of a court clerk through some basic research and show a rough plan on how to manage them throughout the day efficiently. Sample answer: I would prioritize my duties for the day by making a list of the work at hand according to their order of importance. I would first cater to the work whose deadlines are near. On average, my day would consist of looking after the daily agenda, answering correspondence, preparing court orders and summons, and maintaining accounts and documentation. 6. Describe briefly about your experience. Recruiters ask you about your professional experience besides your educational qualifications to see whether you are a fresh graduate or have experience in the legal field. Say if you have handled any related job role in the past or have any experience working in the legal profession. Sample answer: after completing my graduation, I earned the opportunity to work as a paralegal as a fresher. I have been working there till date. The job has prepared me with all the experience of working in the legal field and taught me everything from accounting and record-keeping skills to research and documentation. 7. What kind of strategies and mindset is required for this role? Interviewers ask you this question to see what kind of mindset and interpersonal skills you think would be required to be a court clerk. It basically helps to know how you perceive the mental framework of a person working in this field to deal with the job demands. Speak about the personal qualities and mindsets you presume are needed to make a candidate handle the pressures of the role. Sample answer: I feel that a court clerk must have a hard-working mindset to complete the numerous jobs at hand without letting the burden stress him out. Moreover, the person must also be ready to do any kind of work related to the job and when needed on an immediate basis. Such preparedness is vital for the job role. 8. What is the biggest challenge that you foresee in this job? Interviewers may want to know the potential challenges you see in this job and how you plan to deal with them. Research well about the job role and its demands to point out the challenging areas and how you can impressively deal with them as and when needed. Sample answer: the biggest challenges that I see in this job role of a court clerk are multitasking with a calm demeanor despite the daily work pressure, and also take care not to make the smallest of mistakes. Even though I know I can handle the challenge well, it is nevertheless a daily target to achieve, which I hope to do successfully. 9. How do you stay motivated in your work? Interviewers often ask this question to see how you motivate yourself in this job that constantly creates stress and pressure. Speak about how you keep yourself motivated through stress management or any particular professional or personal goals. Sample answer: working in the legal field and dealing with clerical work is both repetitive and stressful. I keep myself always motivated by remembering my goals in life. I wish to rise successfully in my career and make a decent living, doing what I do best. I take each day's challenges as they come and feel happy after overcoming them. Those small moments of success keep pushing me every day. 10. Describe a time when you failed in this role and the lesson you learned. Interviewers may want to see how you deal with failures and whether you take them as a learning experience. Speak honestly about any particular failure which taught you a vital career lesson. Sample answer: during the initial days of my career, I wasn't efficient enough to cope with pressure and meeting deadlines and often made mistakes. I would overlook errors and not come up with quality work because I would hurry to meet the time constraints. There were times when I failed to manage and cope up with the demands of the job. But now, I can confidently assure you that I have turned it into my most prominent quality. Those days of failure taught me the techniques of working under pressure and organizing the schedule to handle the numerous jobs at hand without compromising quality and maintaining deadlines. 11. Why do you feel you are the most suited for this role? The interviewers would like you to talk about your strengths, highlighting why they should consider you an able candidate. Talk about your educational qualifications, professional and personality skills that would help you be the best candidate for the role of a court clerk. Sample answer: I feel that my data entry and computer skills, experience in legal documentation and record keeping, administrative and managerial skills, and a degree in political science make me an able candidate for the role. Moreover, I possess a calm and determined personality to handle stressful work environments while maintaining my composure, and always try to maximize my focus, attention to detail, and multitasking abilities. 12. Share with us your greatest achievement. Interviewers may want to see you honestly state your greatest achievement so far. You do not need to brag about your accomplishments. Just mention when you felt most successful in your career to show your achievements. Sample answer: instead of pinpointing any single event as the marker of my greatest professional achievement, I would say that the position I am in right now in my career is my biggest success so far. From being an absolute pressure with no work experience, no professional skills or management skills, I can confidently say that I have come along a long way since those days. I can multitask now without any problem tackling the pressure and deadlines, maintain records, and organize my work efficiently. 13. How would you manage confidential information? As a court clerk, there may be situations where you must be responsible for managing confidential information. Tell the interviewer how you plan to deal with security and confidentiality and something about your work ethics. You may also give any past examples from your career. Sample answer: When I have the duty of managing confidential information, I abide by my work ethics strongly. I am very loyal to my work, and my integrity has taught me to be extra careful about such vital information and maintaining confidentiality clauses. I am also careful about state and federal laws while dealing with security and confidential documentation. Moreover, I take extra care about storing such files safely. 14. How would you communicate with people to make them stay calm? This is a question related to the workplace, especially a stressful one, like a courtroom where people already work under pressure. The interviewer wants to test your personality and communication skills to decide whether you ideally fit in this kind of workplace. Sample answer: when people are angry, they seldom try to see any sense or take advice from others. Thus, I feel that the best way to communicate with people to make them stay calm is to listen to them, address their problems and queries as much as possible, and give them the best solutions at hand in a very polite tone. Maintaining a calm and polite tone and body language can help solve matters easily. 15. How do you determine priorities when you have numerous tasks at hand? The interviewers wish to see your problem-solving and organization skills with this answer. They also intend to check whether you can multitask. Say how you usually plan your work for the day and assign priority to them accordingly if there is too much work at hand. Sample answer: firstly, I would list down the number of tasks at hand in order of importance. The most urgent ones having the deadlines ahead shall be on the top of the list. Then I would organize my schedule to see how much work can be done in a day, completing the ones that need immediate attention, even though all tasks are equally important. Multitasking is all about proper planning and organization. If some tasks involve discussion and complications, it would surely get more preference because it would be time-consuming than the others. 16. How would you rate your computing skills? The interviewers want to know whether you have efficient computer skills and have experience of working with software packages. Tell frankly about what computer skills you possess, the software you are comfortable working with, and the areas you excel at. You may also mention that you can learn any accountancy-related new software quite easily while working. Sample answer: I am quite efficient in working with MS Office and can comfortably work especially in MS Word and Excel. But, if I have to deal with any new accounts-related software at work, I can assure you that I will learn it very soon within a few days. I am quite fast at learning new computer skills. 17. How would you ensure that the court records remain up to date? The interviewers want to test your organizational skills by knowing how you always plan to keep the court records updated. Sample answer: I always try to maintain records from time to time by checking whether all information is up to date. I do not like to keep such things pending for long as it hampers the record keeping. Therefore, I update records at very short intervals and keep a check on everything to be doubly sure. 18. Why are you leaving your last job? Many interviewers would ask you this question to test how appropriately you answer them. They perhaps want to see whether you really look forward to this career shift or the salary attracts you. Thus, you must speak about how you perceive the opportunity as career development instead of just a hike in your income. Say how you have been aiming for this position for the last few years. Sample answer: I have been working as a paralegal for quite some time now. Even though the job has helped me grow and earn some valuable experience, I wish to progress in my professional field by becoming a court clerk or an important part of the judicial system. The opportunity in front attracts me to advance my career in the right direction. 19. How will you handle stressful situations? The interviewers wish to know how you would tackle the stressful work environment in a courtroom, handle the pressure, and meet tight deadlines. Share some personal techniques you follow to reduce stress at the workplace or some helpful tips that you have incorporated for stress management. Sample answer: I have learned not to let my professional pressures affect me personally, which has helped me to curb my stress levels somewhat. Challenging professions like working in the legal field will always bring in a lot of pressure. But if we do not control the stress effectively, it would be difficult to work without making errors. Thus, when I see that there is extreme pressure at work or a deadline to meet, I try to meditate while at work to increase my focus, productivity, and energy. 20. State your greatest strengths. This question helps you highlight your strengths and positive qualities to the interviewer. Illustrate your strong sides that will benefit the employer or the job role. Sample answer: I presume that my strengths are performing well under pressure, maintaining work ethics, and always motivating myself. Moreover, I am good at solving problems and can simplify the work at hand efficiently.